All right, let's dive into something super important, but maybe not on your daily radar: your carotid arteries. Think of them like these massive critical highways, right? Their job is to rush all that oxygen-rich blood straight to your brain. So, what happens when there's a major traffic jam on that highway? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore. I mean, think about that for a second. A silent blockage just building up in your neck could be a direct ticket to a stroke. And this isn't some far-fetched idea. This is a real, serious medical issue. We're talking about something that causes up to 1 in 5 of all strokes. So yeah, we absolutely need to get our heads around this.
Okay, so how does a problem like this even get started? Well, the best way to picture it is as a silent traffic jam, the kind you don't even know is there until, boom, everything just stops. This kind of silent blockage is actually a huge reason behind what doctors call an ischemic stroke. And all that means is that the blood supply to a part of your brain gets completely cut off. Now, here's the wild and kind of scary part. The root of the problem usually isn't even in the brain. Nope, it starts quietly, right there in those big arteries in your neck. All right, so how does the superhighway to your brain get all clogged up to begin with? Let's break down the mechanics of it.
The fancy medical name for this whole process is atherosclerosis. I know, it's a mouthful, but the concept is actually pretty simple. It's just a buildup of stuff: fatty deposits, cholesterol, all this gunk that doctors call plaque. And this plaque is literally what clogs up the highway, making that road for blood flow narrower and narrower.
And it's the way this progresses that's so dangerous. It starts with a little bit of that plaque sticking to the artery walls. Then more and more of it builds up, and the artery just gets tighter, creating this really risky bottleneck. And the end result? The flow of blood, that traffic on our highway, gets squeezed down to almost nothing, and the brain starts getting starved of the oxygen it needs to survive.
Okay, so if this is all happening silently, how in the world are you supposed to know it's there? Well, the good news is sometimes your body does send out a few SOS signals, and it is absolutely critical that we know what to look for.
But here's the thing, and honestly, it's pretty scary. For a lot of people, there are 0 symptoms beforehand. No pain, no weird feelings, nothing. The very first clue that something is wrong can be the big one: a full-blown stroke. Or if you're lucky, you might get a warning shot, something we call a mini stroke.
This is exactly why knowing the signs of a TIA, that's a transient ischemic attack, is so important. Just think of it like a temporary traffic jam that manages to clear itself. But it's a huge flashing red light that a much bigger jam is on its way. The signs come on fast. All of a sudden you feel weak or numb, usually on one side of your body. Maybe you're slurring your words or can't understand what someone is saying. Or your vision suddenly gets weird. And then there's one more sign, but only a doctor can hear it with a stethoscope. It's called a brew. It's this little whooshing sound that the blood makes as it tries to force its way through that blockage.
So if you can't always feel it, how do doctors actually check to see if your highway is clear? Well, it's time for an inspection.
And the great thing is, we have some really good, non-invasive tools to do this. A lot of times, they'll start with a carotid ultrasound. It just uses sound waves to, create a picture of your arteries and see how well the blood is moving. If they need an even closer look, like a super high-def map of the highway, they might use something called a CT or MR angiography. These give doctors a really clear view of exactly what's going on in there.
Okay, but what if they do find a blockage? What happens then?
Well, here's the good news. There are some really effective ways to handle it. Let's look at the action plan for clearing that highway. So the game plan really breaks down into 2 parts. You've got your daily maintenance, and then you've got the major road work. Daily maintenance is all the stuff you can do every day: quitting smoking, eating healthier, getting some exercise. And it also includes medications like antiplatelets to stop clots or statins to get your cholesterol down. But if the blockage is really serious, we're talking like over 70% clogged, then it might be time for major road work. That could be a surgery called a carotid endarterectomy, where they literally go in and scrape out the plaque. Or they might do something called stenting, where they put a tiny tube in there to prop the artery open. Both are amazing ways to get that highway back open for business.
And really, that quote just sums it all up, doesn't it? Your neck arteries are the main highway routes to your brain. You gotta keep them clear, and your brain will definitely thank you for it. The big takeaway here is pretty straightforward. Know the risks, never ever ignore those warning signs we talked about, and have a conversation with your doctor. It's all about keeping that incredible highway to your brain wide open.